Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're back in the basement, and our focus today is finding some inches and some space in the basement. And that's by messing around with this washer and dryer. Let me show you what we gotta do.
As you can see, we have the washer and dryer, and it's pretty far away from the back wall. And it's because we have this huge pipe here. The reason why I put this pipe in place is because in New York City, it is illegal to have the flexible pipe that is made from like aluminum foil, like some cheap stuff. And now you have to have some kind of hard pipe. So just to pass inspection, and while I do some research, I put in the pipe that you guys see now. If I keep that pipe the way it is, number one, it takes up a lot of space. And the door, when I install it, when it comes, is going to hit the washer and dryer when I open it. If you guys saw when I did demo this space, this wall came out a couple of inches compared to this side of the wall. It was like around this area. And I'll do an overlay now so you guys see what I'm talking about. If you look closely on this side of the wall, you can see that these 2x4s are like what? 3/4 of an inch close to the wall. Here, as I remove this sheetrock, you'll see that this is about 6 inches off the wall, pushing the washer and dryer closer to the door. But I pushed this wall back so that I could push this washer and dryer as back as possible. And having that pipe there is not doing justice for all the work that I did pushing this wall back. So I went and I bought this right here. It's a low profile dryer duct. So it's like what, 2-3 inches thick. And I also got this, which is a flap. When the dryer is blowing, this opens up and allows the dryer air or exhaust to come out. And when it's not, it closes up like so. And I need that because my neighbors, when they have their dryers on and mine is off and my fan is off, I get some, exhaust back and it damages my dryer. So if I ever forget to leave my fan on, I have protection on this part. So that's what we're gonna be doing. But the first step is demoing this right here. So what I just did is, to make more space, I cut off the piece that was here and I installed the flap on. I don't even know what this is called, but I'll call it a flap now. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to be installing it in place, like so. Let's see if I can do it one hand. There you go. And the good thing about this thing is that we could adjust it up and down, like so. When I get these two to line up, which I'm gonna do by setting the camera up and then pushing this back, I'll make a mark, cut this and this extra piece off, and then use aluminum tape to seal everything off. And then that's pretty much it. Just push it back and tighten it, where this is as close as possible to the wall and also to the dryer. And by the way, if you do not have aluminum tape in your arsenal, get it. This is a must-have in every single basement or home. You have to have it. You have to. Look at how tight it is now. We've made a lot of space here. So all we gotta do now is mark this right here, like so. And we're gonna be cutting it all across. The bottom, I can't really reach it. I guess it's like right around there. And yeah, then I have to keep this screw exposed, this one right here, so that I could screw it in. I don't want to tape this because I want to be able to move it back and forth. Where that line is 30 inches from that line to the end of the wall. And this washer and dryer is about like 28 inches, giving it 2 inches. So I'm going to keep this with the screws and not aluminum tape so that when I get the cabinet out, I'm able to move it back and forth. So yeah. So now we're gonna push this out and then cut that piece up there, put aluminum foil tape, and put it in permanently. So let me show you up close before I push this and permanently put it in place. So as you can see, I put aluminum foil where all the joints meet so that it's nice and closed off and there's no, bleeding edges, where it's only sucking from here and nowhere else. I tightened this a bit so that when I'm using a screwdriver to turn it, that's not getting pushed to the back and then it gets lost forever and I'll never be able to find it again. So now that that's done, I just gotta push this back, make sure those two kiss, and that's how they're gonna stay forever. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So there you go. It is permanently in place. Just so you guys see, what's touching here is this corner right here. So if you guys need more space, you could probably get a 3/4 of an inch if you cut this in an angle like so. So from like this point to this point, you cut that piece off and you put aluminum foil tape and it should be enough space for you to push this more back and get the space that you might need. But now that this is all in place, it's perfect. It came out great. I'm happy and satisfied with it. There is no reason to move this washer and dryer anymore besides when you are cleaning out your exhaust, because you have to clean out that lint. So yeah, that's all good and in place. This is a great project. You don't need heavy tools. You saw me use this little grinder, but honestly, first of all, this tool is amazing, but honestly, you don't really need it. You could have done all of it with a tin snips like this one.
but I use that because I have it. But yeah. So I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you guys are able to use this in your home so you could get just that little bit more of space and be up to code if you're in New York. Because like I said, you can't use the flex pipe anymore. You have to use a hard pipe coming from the wall to your dryer. So yeah, that was a very quick and simple project. I just had to knock that out because it is taking a lot of space. Just a quick update on what's going on. I don't have the door yet. There's a long lead time for it. There is a shortage on material, so getting the door for upstairs and taking the door from upstairs down here is the plan, but I can't do anything until I receive the hardware for upstairs and the door for upstairs. It's okay to not have a door down here, but I can't not have a door in the apartment upstairs. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna be posting little honeydews that I need to do around the house, like this one. And like you guys saw in last week's video, trust me, I want to be working on this door and the rest of these cabinets in this room, but I just have to wait till the stuff comes in. There's nothing I could do about stuff in the mail. So in the meantime, I'll just be doing things around the house. But I really want to work on this part of the project. This is like the most interesting part, where I get to install the doors, I get to install these cabinets, and I finally have a worktop where I could work on top. But there's nothing I could do about it, so I just have to wait it out. So if you learned something new, you can show me by giving me a like. Any comments or questions, put it in the comments down below. And if you're interested in seeing the rest of this project come to an end, consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks.